opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for the Clemson.
Is it real son? Is it really real son?
It'll be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And the win last week. This one's away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And KJ Hamler really started to come on strong late in his rookie year. 2nd-round pick out of Penn State in 2020. Shifty, excellent speed, and good hands that he exhibited right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a few called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Mike 4. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Lawrence steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Mike 4. Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Flushed out right. He'll drop this one off with ETN. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Going to 88. They're going to 88.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Go, AT Gator.
Check. 56.
Now Lawrence. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hey, shoot.
On 1st down, Lawrence. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol.
He's coming. Double up.
General West.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete. Okuegbunam. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Wilson will throw again. This pass caught by Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, team six, team six.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, his throw incomplete.
Well, so far, some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
We got three. Mike, 4. You ain't hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okwuegbuna on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. McManus's point after is good. And a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit is any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Ready?
Again, it's Lawrence. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caden Stearns.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Come on, come on.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Hamler now to return it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Go get him. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Foyesade Aluakin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. Oh, he shifts past him. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Going deep for Hopkins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Hamler now to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, 30, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Jaguars 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Hamler now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
To throw is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A beautiful fake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now here's a carry heading left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert O from 8 yards out.
And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start.
McManus's point after is good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 77 yards.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Bang out, bang out, bam, bam. Check.
Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown! Albert Okuebuna, 40 yards. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2